Wow, it's hard to believe. Our final sports town. Dave's here, Tim's here, Mark's here in spirit. Should be a pretty good show.
Man, hard to believe. 3 years have come and gone so quickly. You know, I'm not going to miss the celebrity or the limelight. I'm going to miss my guys.
I don't have to work tomorrow. Sweet!
Wouldn't it be great if we could show our viewers what a typical day is like here at Sportstown?
Yeah, you know, we're more than on-air celebrities.
How can you guys hear each other thinking?
Hey, let's show them what it's like.
Good idea.
That's our production crew. They usually have a smoke this time of day, and we usually ignore them. You know, a typical day for a Sportstown anchor starts around 4:30 or 5, depending on how late we've been out the night before. We usually like to get started by walking on Lincoln Road, kind of to get the creative juices flowing.
Fortunately, we don't have to walk very far. Conveniently located just a few paces from Whammy is Zeke's Beer Garden, and we found it's a great place to start our day.
Hey, did you see that game last night?
No, actually, I didn't.
Now, after we've gotten our liquid courage up, it's important for us to go out and really get to know our viewers a little bit. Press the flesh, as they say.
They're important to us.
Get to know them.
Who do you think you are?
Do you like sportscasters?
You're never gonna get my love.
After our jaunt down Lincoln Road, it's time to get the work underway and actually begin writing Sportstown.
That is a wrap. Who's ready for dinner?
One of our favorite restaurants is Next Cafe because it affords us a front row seat to some of the freaks right here on Lincoln Road. Guys, wearing a box.
In a box.
Guys, I'm tired. I need a break.
Yeah, that dinner kind of filled me up. We need to go relax, unwind.
The usual? Absolutely.
You know, it's a good thing our favorite watering hole has ESPN so we can catch up on the day's top stories.
Did you hear Marino retired?
No way.
Hey, can we get another round?
Sure, but isn't it almost time for your show?
She's right. Let's go. Okay. Woo! We made it. All right, you know, the time is right for the final sports town in Whammy history. Brad Steinke, along with my good friends Dave Benz, Tim Ring. You know, for some it might be a night of sadness, but for us, it's a time to celebrate with all of our good friends.
As the magical ride known as Sportstown hits the air for the final time, we invite you now to kick back, relax, and share with us some of the more memorable and not so memorable moments in the past 3+ years.
Come on, everybody, let's enjoy the ride. Nice and cozy. Tim, Brad, and Dave for one final night here at Whammy. Speaking of which, Whammy, of course, began just about 3 years ago. High hopes, high dreams, and it was bumpy along the way. But I think with our Heat and Marlins coverage, Whammy Sports always kind of kept that ship steady.
Yeah, you know, Mark Jones could not be with us tonight. He was one of the original anchors. We got rid of that blue couch and brought you guys in from Green Bay, and it's been a fantastic ride ever since then. Some ups, some downs, but certainly friendships that are going to last a long, long time.
And tonight we try to take a look back at the 3+ years that have made Sportstown the show that it is. Our producer, Irene Medeiros, has spent the last couple of days locked in an edit bay, going through hours and hours of videotape. We haven't even seen the finished product, so we are going to watch along with you as we take a trip down memory lane.
Hi, I'm Sammy Sosa, play for Chicago.
Hi, I'm Dan Marley.
Hi, I'm Meatloaf.
My name is Boris Becker.
Hi, I'm Doug Gilmore.
I'm Terrell Buckler.
Hi, I'm Patrick Rafter.
This is Chris Everett.
This is Cal Ripken Jr.
I'm Tom Arnold.
Mi nombre es Levi Nande. And Sportstown being very, very good to me.
One thing is Sportstown will never sell out. I mean, we're never going to like grab like, you know, gratuitous freebies, things like that. There's no way.
It's all about journalism with us. You ready for the show?
Let's do it, man. All right. Let's go. Let's do it, Tim. Quarterbacks, nerves of steel, right? You got to be able to handle pressure.
Definitely.
We've got a game for you. Come over here. Step into my office. Operation.
I think this is rigged. Is this
No, this is an official Milton Bradley, I believe.
This is my boss, Mr. Heisinger. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Oh, I'm very happy now that I have my arms around you.
It's the Brad Jackson Show.
Rookie linebacker Brad Jackson. What do you think about him?
Who? I need some loving.
PYT,
some love and care.
This is the first time I've worn a garter, and quite frankly, I like it.
The minute you walked into the studio, man, do you wear anything underneath that? I gotta ask you.
Orange boots, is that?
Orange boots?
Is there any chafing involved?
Joined now by Don King. Don, first thing, you always add a little color to these events.
This is a great event. This is something that we have to have the coloration because you really don't need it. It's an explosion, man. This is something that I think that Picasso would be proud of.
Any thoughts about playing in Miami for Pat Riley?
If that ever happens, I may consider coming down here, but Patrick has to give me that leeway to do what I want to do and do it my way.
I'm gonna be 50, and I'll guarantee you I can still whip anybody in the world.
Hello, this is Bill Cosby. I would like to take the time to tell the people that I'm on Sportstown and please be later on this evening.
We brought with us a videotape of the LSU game from the '96 College World Series, and we were wondering if you might like to destroy that for us.
How's that one swift knock?
There you have it, guys. The hammer has officially been put down on the memories of Jim Morris's defeat against LSU.
More of the wacky. Bobby Valentine, Mets manager, tossed out in the 12th inning last night, but he came back into the dugout in a disguise, and a pretty weak one at that.
Brad took off.
Oh, really?
He was ejected. Duvall suffered second-degree burns on his right thumb and forefinger when he picked up a very, very hot teapot.
You know, Brad, I've been thinking about this, and maybe Duvall should spend less time watching those golf instructional videos and spend more time watching teapot pouring videos like the one that's on the market right now. You know, a lot of people come to me at various tea pouring tournaments around the country and want to know, Tim, how can I become a tea pourer just like you? First off, posture. Remember, when you're pouring out, of course, keep your head down. You have to keep your head down when pouring the tea. Finally, remember, practice, practice, practice.
Tito 35 and
Man, what is this guy talking about? Does he ever shut up? You know, I'm kind of thirsty. I could go for a soda.
But this is a fight that goes off like it should goes off like, and it's really, really a wonderful thing. It's a big boost, and it gives a great boost to all the fans, but not a corrupt decision. And then that also will be subjective, and everybody will understand, because in football, you know, many of the teams that go to the Super Bowl, you know, shouldn't have been to the Super Bowl.
Today, we look at the life of Billy the Marlin and examine if there's another side to this mysterious mascot.
No, Billy doesn't have a girlfriend yet, but he's always got his eye open.
Billy, you don't have a girlfriend? Yeah, right, bruh.
We saw you down on South Beach with Madonna.
But that's not all we found. Our crack team of investigators have uncovered more about his mysterious past. Contrary to popular belief, Neil Armstrong not the first person to walk on the moon. Billy spent a brief time with the boys from Liverpool. He was known as the Fifth Beatle.
How do you get the hair like that?
It's an aura from God. It's something that has been with me, and as long as I consider taking a 2x4 out of my eye before I take the splint out of my brother's eye, it will continue to ascend to the heavens.
Wow. Groundbreaking stuff.
It's amazing how many athletes and coaches have taken part in this show and really kind of made it what it was the last few years.
Yeah, how did we get them all to come on the show? That's all.
We paid them.
Yeah, you know, if we have a rock here at Sportstown, it is Irene Medeiros who put all that together. She is a tremendous woman working in an all-male sports department. We talk about sports and girls, and she puts up with all of it. And not only she does that, she does tremendous work. And we'd like to have her actually come out here on 7 because we've got a little something for her. We love you, Irene. You're the best. This is for you.
The best.
More from her in just a bit. Retrospective part 2.
Without a doubt, our team MVP.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
She'll also make sure none of us will ever run for office. The only woman in the sports office. Our look back at Sportstown history is far from over. Up next, we'll travel back in time once again to view the best of the very best.
And it's also time for me to come clean to tell you about my problems with the bottle. It's a New Year's Eve I'll never forget, but of course we'll show it to you so you won't forget either. It was a tough bottle. Stick around. The final Sportstown pops in just a bit.
Back on a very special edition of Sportstown, and tonight's Really Thin Books, my long-term local TV plans, as penned by USA Broadcasting Chief Barry Dillard.
And welcome back to our Sportstown studios. It is the very final Sportstown in all of history. Probably, you know, there's been a lot of great moments, but I look back and I can't help but think one of the funniest that ever happened here was New Year's Eve 1998 as Brad Steiche tried to be suave, Dean Martin,
The Continental.
and wished everybody a Happy New Year.
Yeah, take a look at this video here. I think you were off that night, but we're wrapping things up. They get me a cheap bottle of champagne, and the cork just would not come out. The balloons are coming down. Where's Dick Clark when you need him? This thing went on forever. First of all, look at all the people that worked on this show then. It's quite a crew, but I don't think we ever tasted that champagne, did we?
No, that bottle still has not been opened. Maybe we'll get it open tonight.
Maybe tonight.
Push.
Still struggling.
All right, we'll come back to that at the end of the show. You'll still be
trying. Exactly.
Just, yeah, really one of the more
Glad we
humorous
found that
moments.
one. Yes, good stuff.
It's been a great ride, guys. I know I came in about midway through. You guys had already had about a year and a half in the books, but as soon as I came here, I was welcomed in as family, and it has been one of the most tremendous experiences of my life coming here. And everyone behind the scenes, everyone that I've worked with on air, the organizations around town, it's just been great.
I think we're all